Obviously, there's been a lot of attention paid to the atmosphere in the bubble, and obviously it's going to be different with no fans. But I was curious if you feel like the intensity of the games in the playoffs are up to what they'd normally be, in a typical season.
Yeah, I think the intensity of the playoffs, the intensity of the seeding games, everything's been high-level basketball.
John Corrales.
Brad, knowing that the team has maybe had a propensity to let go of the rope, as they say, from time to time, how do you avoid that going into a game 3 after winning game 2 so easily?
I think it's called human nature for a reason. So bottom line is, if you want to be special, you're unique. You're not like you're able to focus on the task at hand. You're able to understand how hard it is to win. But, we were really fortunate to win. That game got blown open. But, we made a lot of plays that were fortunate plays just to stay in the game. And then we were able to, make a run off of that. So, this game is all about being able to stay in the moment, do your job as well as you can. And for us, we have a very specific formula to play for us to be successful. And if we don't do it, we're probably in trouble. And we've seen that different times in the last couple games.
Question in person, Rebecca Harlow.
Coach, with Marcus Smart, obviously what he brings defensively is incredible. But when you take a look at the fact that you're playing him 31 minutes a game over these first 2, he's just 3 for 16. What kind of luxury is it to be able to have him stay on the floor, knowing that you've got shooters around him still if he's having a night where he's struggling?
Well, he's had such a good shooting year, good shooting 2 years. So I'm not worried about that at all. I look at one stat with Marcus, win or loss, and he impacts winning so much. And he, I don't know what his plus minus was last 2 games, but I'm guessing it was really high. And so we trust him. We think he's going to make the right play. He knows how to play on both ends at such a high level that whether or not he makes shots is, we just move on. And when he does, we expect it to go in, but at the same time, we know that his value to winning is so much more than that.
Are you seeing him frustrated, though, at the same time? Obviously, he's a competitor. He doesn't want to be.
Everybody wants to see the ball go through the net. I saw him kind of throw his arms up after he made the 3 yesterday, but I don't ever worry about it when somebody goes into a little shooting slump, because that just means there's more makes coming. It's just law of averages work themselves out in that regard. Yep.
Sherrod Blakely.
Hey, Coach, how's it going?
Hi, Sherrod.
I wanted to ask you about just Jason Tatum. It seems that every game he's doing something that no Celtic that young has been able to do. And I'm just curious where his game has grown. Where have you seen the most growth in his game as the season has progressed to where he's at now, where he's, it's no surprise when you see him go out there and get 30 a night?
I just think he's consistently gotten better at every part of the game. I think he, when you take that next step is when you do all those things against different defenses over and over. And last night he saw blitzing, he saw switching, he saw back, he saw all kinds of different defenses and was able to read and make the appropriate play. That's what makes the great ones so special. Is it's not like you're just going to be allowed to do what you want every night. Other teams are trying to take away what you do. And so to be able to read all those different scenarios is something that at a young age he's already experienced, and he'll just get better and better. But he's always been, able to read and react on the fly extremely quickly.